Yo, sorry about the bedhead. Today in this video, I want to talk about how to make 100 grand now, fast. This isn't get rich quick. This is my experience. And so, I don't have a lot of subscribers and I take every question seriously. I got a question, you know, how do you have high income? And let me share my screen here. Here on my income tracker, this fluctuates month by month. I'm kind of a lazy entrepreneur after the last 11 years of grinding, but this month is probably going to be on track, $67,000. And I want to tell you about an experiment that I did, and in 3 months I was able to do $100,000 in sales and probably $50,000 in profit, and I did one job, but we did hundreds of jobs. It's very easy. I'm not going to say it's very easy. It's not challenging. It's not challenging. And it comes down to Facebook ads, testing Facebook ads. I'm going to go back to share my screen here. I'm going to share with you some ads. You can run ads called Facebook lead ads, and you can just generate leads for anything. Look at this, Christmas lights. I ran ads for Christmas lights. I did this for kicks and giggles. I spent $175. I didn't even chase any of those leads. And for me, I test all sorts of things, different general contracting and all sorts of things. And here's the process. I wish I had a tablet I could just draw this for you. The process is really simple. I turned on ads for one step further back. I moved into a new house. This is 2 years ago. And the first thing I did, garage was empty. And I said, you know what? I want to be that guy that has an epoxy floor in my garage. I didn't really know what that meant, but I was like, oh, new painted, and because there were some oil stains and stuff. So I bought a DIY kit. It took me 3 days. Didn't know what I was doing. And the whole time I'm out there rolling the epoxy and spreading the flakes and everything like that, I think I've never seen ads for this. So what did I do? The minute I finished, I threw up an ad. And I offered a discount on a service that I'd never done before, except in my garage, just days before. It took me 8 whole minutes, busted out a quick ad. And I spent $4 and 2 leads came in. I was like, what? 2 leads. That's what I was like, what? Well, I'm like, okay, well, let's just wing it. What's the worst thing that can happen? And mind you, I've done this. I've followed up with thousands with an S, thousands of leads, maybe tens of thousands. I'm really exhausted. That's why I'm saying I'm tired. I'm a tired entrepreneur on the lead game. I shoot them a quick text and I basically say, hey, I got a discount for you. Wanted to see what your thoughts were on a project. Do you have a 2 or 3 car garage? One didn't get back to me. The first lead that came through didn't get back to me. The second lead that came through got back to me right away. He says, hey, got too many questions. Can you do a phone call? I'm like, phone call. So I'm freaking out a little bit. And so we do a phone call. 10 minutes later, I get on the phone with him and I'm just like, I don't know what to say. I don't have pricing. What would I charge? And I BS'd it. I answered some of his questions. I just literally finished my garage. So I told him about my process and, we're prepping the concrete and we're laying the epoxy. What kind of flakes do you want? And after 10 minutes, he gave me a $250 deposit to get on my calendar. And I quoted him, I think 2,000 or 2,200, something like that. 3-car garage. And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, I just did my garage. It was a 6-car garage. And I just did my garage and it was, I don't know, I can't $600-800. So I'm thinking, okay, product cost can't be that high. And so I booked him 2.5 weeks out. Well, the ads are still running. Leads are coming in, $2 leads. I'm just like, crap, I might be onto something here. And I I continued to sell, and I booked 3 or 4 jobs. I actually booked one. It was like a Tuesday or something. I booked one for Friday, and I was like, we're doing this. We're going to try it out. I post on Facebook. I find a guy who wants to do the work. He says, hey, I'll pay you full rate, performance based. Come with me on the job. I'm going to train you. It's the only job I did is that Friday. And so, I finished mine over the weekend. I closed sales. And then the next weekend, I trained a dude. I put together a checklist. This is what you do. Boom, 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 boom. You literally check the boxes, get a customer signature, take a picture, and send it to me. Now I have a process. And then I was chasing leads. I put them into CRM and I'm tracking them all and I'm following up with all of them. I'm just like, oh, gag. Like I was so over it. I've done that so many times. I hate it. So I post on Facebook. I find a salesperson. I pay him $100 per completed job. Well, we're booking like 1/3, but we're really doing 1 out of 4. We get some cancellations, move people around, and we're doing like 5-7 jobs a week. I have 2 full-time guys bouncing, doing epoxy, and 1 scheduler. I walk away and I made $100,000 in 3 months. Pretty good profit, kept the ball rolling until winter came. Things start shedding down. Boom. Fun experiment. And that's all it was. It was an experiment. It was an experiment, a flex that I could do it, that I could turn on an ad, have success. And it's really just a model. It's a model of how do you replace yourself? How do you get out of it? How do you get out of doing the things you hate? But you have to be the starter. You have to own it. And this is why, to me, I'm always like, well, going 50-50 with someone on a business that hasn't even begun, hasn't even started. It's like the stupidest idea on the planet, but we all do it. All entrepreneurs do it. First 2-3 times. Me, I need some sort of validation. Like I need to have a partner in order to be validated and to do it okay. And so that's my little story. I did it again the other day though. We're building, being kind of stupid. And this kind of is reflecting on my net worth, which I share on the channel. And I'm spending $100,000 basically to do a little off-grid container home on my property. My wife and I are going to go full-time RV. We're going to rent this place out, a few $1,000s of cash flow. We're going to have paid off little getaway on our property, and we can hit the road, buying an RV. And that's what we're doing. And so we're building this thing. And as I'm building this, I'm like, my brother-in-law's out here, he's doing all this excavation and dirt work. And it's like, I would love to do like 3 of these projects a year. They're so easy, good profit margin. And I'm just like, that's kind of a stupid service. Am I really going to try to sell someone $100,000 service from Facebook ads? Like I was selling a $1,500, $1,800 service. I sold $5,000 services, but $100,000, that I can't do that. That's just far-fetched. What the hey? I was getting bored. He was out there running the machines. He's got the roller and the skid steer and the track. He's got all of it going. And I'm like, I don't know how to do any of that. Sorry, dude. Like I can't help you. And so what I do, I just come in here, I turn on Netflix. I'm just like, I'm not very helpful. And he was kind of grouchy. So let me throw him up on. So I watching Netflix, eating some popcorn, turn on Facebook ads, and I start 10 minutes later, I had 3 ads set up. The guy loves road building. Okay, I don't think road building's a service. And hey, I've been validated on that one. No leads. I was telling him, hey man, you can make a killing. I have a proven ad for rock retaining walls. Why don't you just build rocks? Like he built like 4 walls for me. They're incredible. He's like, that's a young man's job. I'm tired. And he's 43 years old. And I got a lead for that. And I'm just like, okay. $40,000 job, get them for $5 leads. Okay, not interested. I turned on the container ad. I'm like, this is the stupidest thing I'm ever doing. $1.15 later, I got my first lead. What? Let me share my screen. Here it is. I turned it off yesterday. 8 leads, $23, $2.88. And I'm like, wait, What? Now I'm following up with these people. And I start texting them. I'm making it up as I go. Like, I don't know what I'm, let me pull up. Well, it basically say, hey, I got a voucher for you. Do you want your voucher? Do you have a few minutes to chat? Love to learn about your project. That's literally all the text says. I've gotten, and it's, if you've never done leads before, it's a numbers game. And I've gotten 2 good responses. One dude's like, yeah, let's talk at 4 p.m. Okay. We're out going to Starbucks and picking out rock. And I call him up 4 o'clock. My sister's like, what? She's in the back seat, married to my brother-in-law. And I just kind of BS it. And I just start asking questions about the projects. And really it comes down to being confident. And my sister's just like, oh my gosh, you've been doing this for decades, haven't you? And like, no, I'm BSing it. Then I hand it over to my brother-in-law. I'm like, okay, let's give him a little technical. Hand it over to my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law starts talking to him. And at the end of it, the guy's telling us he's got $165,000 cash for this budget. And my brother's like, we can do all this stuff and get it all permanent stuff, excluding the interior finishes, 120 grand, no problem. And the guy's like, no way. It's so like, he's super excited. So I got another appointment scheduled on Monday with him. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? I spent $1.15. The average now is like $2.70. I spent $23. And again, it's a fun experiment. I'm tired. I don't want to turn this into a business, but my brother-in-law might. And I'm just thinking to myself, you can spend $23 and bring in a $45,000 profit on a $120,000 project. And you don't do most of the work. That's sexy. That's a business system. So how do you make 100 grand easy? Well, in my brother-in-law's case, he could do 3 or 4 of these, make 150 grand, not do most of the work. Do what you like, right? That's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to do young man's work. Doesn't want to do concrete. Doesn't want to move dirt. Doesn't want to move rocks. You can do epoxy. 100 grand, 3 months. Didn't do most of the work. Hired it all out. Business systems is how you do it. That's the answer. Drop a comment. Please like and subscribe. And I'll do this more.